Thank you. This is Najee. Okay, so today we're talking about merch. So I have Najee Talks merch, just my normal logo for sale. You know what I'm saying? We got the link in the description. We got mugs, we got shirts, I got hoodies and sweaters. You're gonna see me wearing these from continuing on. May not be in these certain episodes coming up, earlier ones, but as they go on and as I do my midweek rants, you will see them. And so if you would like to purchase them, please, it's a description. The link will be in the description, and please support as much as you can. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, this is Najee Hampton. This is Najee Talks, and this is my mid-weekly rant about things that happened during the week that I want to get off my chest. So this week I will be talking about optimism is the key to longevity. Now the thing is, optimism is, I've loved it. I've been so grateful that I've been optimistic about so much, and it's gotten me this far. So it's the best way of going about doing things, and that's how I feel it works. I'm just gonna give some examples from my life, of course. So one big thing for me that happened in my life was the breakup when I was in college at ski, and so it was literally so the reason why we broke up is because if you don't know, is because she was really depressed as well. The relationship was in the background, and she had no emotions for me no more. So I was I had to sacrifice my time and do the breakup. After that, we were both able to go off and breathe and learn ourselves and stuff like that, which was great. It was just pretty much it was my last year there at the school, so it was just so much I did just in that last year that I utilized with I practiced capoeira, which is an Afro-Brazilian martial art, for that whole last year. I was already in modeling shoot with review, so I ended up utilizing my my talent of creativity, because I used some fabrics and made bow ties from fabrics that we had for free, so I started with that when I created my bow ties and hair bows. So it was called African ties, which is cute. I used the K in African, and it was a TIEZ instead of just how ties are normally spelled. Because it's connecting in a way, and I use Z instead of S. So you have to be unique with it. But I didn't really go far with it. But it was just nice doing it. It was I really enjoyed just having just that opportunity to express myself in that way. Because if I didn't have that opportunity to do that, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do stage plays out here in Hollywood. Because the only reason why me and JT got cool was because I met him through one of Dom's old classmates from high school. I met him through her. He was at she had a little birthday thing, so I met him at her little birthday function, and so that's how we met. So we met through that, and I was showing him my bow ties. I was like, oh look, I get bow ties and hair tie bows, and he was actually working on. He was actually going to be doing a fashion show, really just coming up. And he was like, yo, these are really dope, having the show. And he was just well, you have people already assigned and stuff whatever. But if these designers can add your stuff into this, that would be dope. So we can see. So you just come on out. So he had me come on out. So I went out there. And so they was trying to see, but the thing is the only people that end up showing up, the only designers that end up showing up, their clothing was pretty much a lot of sports stuff, sports attire. So it didn't really fit my, what I had. But the friend that I met him through, JT through, was the one I was doing the designer. So she had me end up helping her. I helped her whole run. I even became a model her clothes. It was really dope. You know what I'm saying? Then it was a nice experience. Then after that, JT was like, hey, have you ever done production work? And I was like, yeah, I've done it. paying time to events and stuff. Like I've done events with other organizations, so I've done production work. He was like, okay. He was like, would you like, to help me produce a play? I was like, hell yeah. Like, I did acting and stuff, and like acting in college anyway. I did acting literally all my life though, but yeah. But I really got really good training in college through the drama club. So I utilized those skills, whatever. But yeah, and then also the production skills I used when I was in other organizations, doing production, like with events and stuff. So I used that for the production part. And then the fifth play was like pretty much, I put in a lot of money, but it was a good investment. You feel me? Like I was proud of the investment I made. I was very proud of the investment I made in that play. I had loan money, so I had the money to utilize, to do it. And I basically was like, basically had literally every title because of what I did. Because I did a lot. Because I also acted in it. I was just like, and I was like a stage manager and helped with the props, and of course executive produce with the money, and help with the production part of it in general. You know what I'm saying? So I did a lot. But I was happy. It felt good to just like go on my first one. Then since I did so well the first time, then me and JC did a lot since. After that, 5-6 plays in Hollywood since. One I actually did outside of JT, but it was through an act. So Ryder was an actress that we had in the play before, and then he hired our assistant director from our other plays as the director, and then hired me as the assistant director. So this was the first time we had a chance to branch out that way. It felt good, it's really small on the weekend or whatever, but it was called Shady the Boys, but it was dope. I enjoyed it, really great having that experience. Me and Shaw always make a great team, so it worked out really well. I'd be excited to work on some other stuff too. That some other people was like asking me about doing directing again. Like other people asking about directing again. And so she was always saying that she would have me do assistant directing too. But it's been a rough year, with plays and media. Like so, hopefully next year, it'll happen. So we'll see. And also was like, also I got part of his JT's event group, event organization, and so I basically was a part of that, and so I did 2 murder mysteries with him from that. Those were fun. One was paid, one wasn't. It was nice though. Just like a good time. We had a good time doing both. But the thing about it though, like that would have never happened if I didn't utilize having that creative mind of the the bow ties and the hair bows and stuff like that. That was the first step. But yeah, so so I had like a lot of creative juices fun and stuff. Like during the last year, which was great. I enjoyed it so much. Yeah, like a chance to learn myself. And then going to college school. I had like 2 suspensions that got me pre-prepped for this expulsion situation. It's just like, mentally, I knew it was the same. It's the same mental preparation for these things. You feel me? It's like if a suspension, it's like okay, it's temporary. So you're thinking that's like okay, I'm just gonna be doing the small labor stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I'll do. Push it for a few months and then come back in. That's how I would do it with suspensions. But expulsion, you gotta think differently, right? So you gotta be like, okay, this is like things I gotta think about it when it comes to certain things, Be like, okay, now I have to be like, alright, it's longer this situation, I have to put more work in because I'm not trying to just do labor work all this time because now I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing it. I can't just be like, I'm gonna do labor work until I have to find better work. But when you're going for better work, it's gonna get hard. But it was lucky this year I was getting a lot of I utilized delivering work for me. I was able to hustle with that, but then I ended up getting unemployment. People would think so it's like, I got lazy. I know I did when it came to the working situation, but like if you think about it though, like how things have been with me, just like with me, like I've been in school all my life, right? I've been working. Like I told you guys last week, I was like, adulting is new. You feel me? Like so, this is new to me. So the thing is, if you tell me you're gonna give me a stipend to fucking do nothing, I'm gonna do nothing. You feel me? Like I'm making more than I would have if I worked. I know people are like, you should be like, Mookie was telling me the other day about it, like you should have been working for more money. I'm just like, but the thing is, like, I'm more comfortable with not doing that. You feel me? Like, it's not like it's a normal job. Like, you're just like already gonna be working. Like people that work normal jobs are used to working. So it's like if they get the unemployment and they can still work, they'll do that. But you know, if they can't, they can't. You know what I'm saying? But it's the difference of being able to, like, when you're comfortable. Like, it's just how you are. I'm used to getting paid to be in school. You feel me? Like, just to sell my ass and study. That's what I'm used to. So I'm comfortable with that because I didn't have to work. They told me not to. That's what I was getting paid to do, not work. So I wouldn't work on the weekend. People were like, "Oh, you should." People were always like, my mom was like saying like, "Oh, you should just, like, you know, try to get your job." And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to work on weekends because I want to utilize those weekends to have to, you know, to relax. You feel me? Like to go out and have fun. Like, that's the point. Like, I study all fucking week, bro. And you're right. You think I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna give me a fucking job and stress out? Fuck no, bro. I'm using that weekend to do whatever the fuck I want because that's what I could do. I had the money to do it. And not like saying I'm gonna be splurging, but also the thing is, like, I mean, I was like eventually getting better at my money management and stuff and everything. I'll utilize a lot of, like, the money for, like, savings and stuff, and you know, I'll do a lot. I was learning and stuff financially, you know, but the thing is, it's like I was like, but I'm not gonna be out here trying to, like, stress out over a job for just a weekend. And the thing is, like, what if there was shit to do? You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, there were a lot of day parties on the weekend. So of course, why the fuck would I just skip a fucking day party to work? You know, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, because, like, day party was the shit that I enjoyed to do. Because I knew that afterwards I can just, like, chill, you know, rest up and be good for the next day. It's not like I gotta be out all night. You know, and be bothered by that shit. You feel me? Like, I love day parties so much, bro. Daydreaming, the first off, is great. But second off, the thing is, like, I liked, because I don't have to be dancing with girls and shit, but I just like to have a good time with the people around. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm with people I can, like, have a good time with, you know what I'm saying? I'm in an event where it's good music, you know, good vibes. 88th and 11 Mile, bro, they shit used to be jumping. I loved every event they had, bro. Like, I didn't care if I had to pay. You know, of course, I always make sure I try to make sure I didn't have to, but if I did, like, if I feel like it's worth it and I'm already there, because a lot of times if I'm already gonna be, you know, you pregame shit, you feel me? You already pumped to go, and you already know it's gonna be popping. So you're like, alright, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna pay. You know what I'm saying? It happens. I usually do a color for it sometimes. Then we start going, so you know. But 88th and 11 Mile, but, like, they should be dumping, man. Every time, and I miss them. Here for them to come back. But every party they had was always popping. They always had great fucking music, bro. Great vibes. Everybody was there having a good time. That's how it was, bro. I didn't have to be worried about fucking, like, worrying about women and shit like that. I can just enjoy myself and just watch. But just, you know, I'll be with them all the time, or, like, you know, his people and, you know, my friends. You know, a lot of times I just see people I knew, like, and I'd be like, damn, like, so I'd be like, seeing people I've been fucking with each other, like, and it's class. Hey, you know, there's always somebody you see. Like, you'd be like, damn, that's crazy. But it's, you know, but you're always gonna have a good time either way. And the thing is, like, I can just easily burn, you know, thing, cause my gas, like, so easily burn through the fucking drink. Like, that's the point. So then by the time it's over, you're sober. Go get some food, go home, fucking rest. You're Gucci. By the morning, you'll be fine. Like, as long as you don't do too much, you're good. And I don't be worried about my extra shit either. I just drink, you know, drinking tobacco and smoke some tobacco to, you know, sober me up or whatever. But if I'm dancing and sweating and shit, bro, I usually sweat that bitch out. That's why you're usually hungry, you get tired, exhausted, bro. But I'm good. That's Gucci, man. That's all I miss, man. I miss the motherfuckers, bro. But yeah, like, I wouldn't be working and shit like that. It just wasn't me. So like I said, I'm used to it being like that. So if you're giving me a lump sum, bro, to do nothing, bro, I'm gonna do that. I'm used to that. What can you expect? What else could you expect? But then that whole situation, like, the transitioning thing with the unemployment, you know, it's fucking me over. So now I'm kind of, and then also, because the thing is, I didn't get that fucking job, right? Like, and people were trying to make it seem like I wasn't even working for this last fucking month. I was just fucked up because they fucked me over, and so I didn't even get fucking paid by the end of the month, and they fucking ghosted me like a motherfucker, bro. Like, I was pissed, man. Like, I really worked, and I thought this shit was legit, and I worked my ass off for it, bro. I was pissed because they made it seem like and my motherfucker was like sitting there like I was like easy for a month. Like imagine if I got paid and I kept working. Like, you feel me? Like, it was just been like, oh, well, cool. Like, you know, still working, like, doing your thing, whatever. But now they, like, I was just like, it's not really been lazy this whole time. Like, I spent a whole month working a job. So how is it that I was lazy? Like, I know I was lazy before that, but don't make it seem like just because I stopped doing the fucking delivering, and I was like, even though I was doing my mailing job, but I did it to where I would make sure Down would have the car. Like, I made sure I maneuvered it for that. Like, so that's how I did it. There's no way, there's nothing that's an issue. It's not he's going out of my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't hard. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say though, honestly, when it comes to just like that's like kind of like that, whatever, right? But the thing is that like you have to be that. Like even like currently, like recently, like apparently there was a whole situation, like still with the car situation. People didn't know about the car. So now I'm driving a car accident. So that's the reason why I'm kind of like talking about this shit now, because like it's like a thing, like people were kind of like not people. Mookie was like mad because he was just like but he was mad at Down, of course. He was like, yeah, kind of like letting, I don't know, of course, he said like, oh, like, you're going to be coming out of pocket. Actually, I'm not coming out of pocket for the shit, but I'm glad, because Papa's been covered, but Papa's expecting Down to pay, but we don't know how fucking long that's going to take. But I mean, it's really my fault, and it's going to be a lot more than it was before, that we anything taken care of. And if I say it sucks, because every fucking time Down gets into an accident, I got into an accident too, that was my fault, but the time before that, we had 2 accidents. Like, one was his fault, that person didn't have any insurance, but he claim, and luckily he had he had the license plate number, so he used that, but no insurance. So you basically have to come out of pocket for a lot of shit. But the thing is, it's just kind of weird because when I originally saw it, I was like, okay, so I know that car. We've had so many things going on with the car. I know how it works. I know I can already sit there and like observe it and be like, okay, this is probably what's going on, or this isn't what's going on. So we can drive the fucking car. I'm sitting there like it's straight, so the tires are fine, alignment is fine. I'm sitting there even analyzing the shit. Like we had so many situations happening. So I'm like, cool, that's good. I was like, you can drive the bitch. So I'm like, alright, well that means internally it's good. There's no engine issues or anything like that, right? I'm like, I now also know there's no leak. But the only issue we had, so when Papa pulled up, or like, cause like the hood and shit was like bumped in or whatever, so I pulled out whatever. I noticed that the radio was cracked, it was like bent. So we gotta like deal with that. The radio was like, the windshield was fucked too, of course, but the radio was bent. So I'm like, okay, well now it's worse than we thought. So now I guess okay. So then when I first was told that, right? I'm sitting there like, okay, probably like, well, you guys can, probably find a cheap car and you can get a better one. And I'm just sitting here like, I don't really feel like, I didn't say it, but I was looking for parts. And I'm like, I don't feel like we need to fucking get a new car. Like, it's not total. Like, it's like, we thought it was just like the hood and shit like that, whatever, like the physical, like the bodies and shit, like the outside parts. But we realized it's radiator too. So that's the difference. That's the extra that we have to deal with. That's all I'm thinking about now. Okay, so now this just adds on to that. That's all I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? But I guess Papa was thinking, fuck, it's fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking it's possible to fix. You feel me? Like, I didn't even know that until we had a conversation, pretty much an argument for no fucking reason yesterday about the situation. And we found that our perspectives were different, and we found that we were thinking differently, and he was thinking negative about it, saying it's fucked and terrible and we should get a new one. I'm thinking optimistically that it still needs, it can be saved. All we have to do is get parts. I mean, we ended up getting the parts anyway. We already ordered them. He had made down payment and stuff when we had found out that difference is. You know what I'm saying? But so now, after that, so once you get the parts, all I have to do is worry about is just getting it, getting them put on and stuff. And I mean, I think I went just to see if I could do it. Then he was like, Papa was pretty much laughing at me about it, saying you can't do shit. That's pretty much what he was saying. So, because the thing is, like, I thought he was saying I had to do it for me to get the parts. And so, but I didn't realize he was joking. But I was just like, well, I mean, I did some stuff before, like, you know what I'm saying? I think it wouldn't be that hard. I was like, the radiator probably would be the hardest thing, but everything else I probably could fix. It wouldn't, you feel me? Like, that's how I saw it. You gotta think that way. You feel me? Like, it's better to think like that than anything else. And so, but so we had agreements on that. I'll just take some more and get it taken care of. But the last person I got my car taken care of, I'm gonna go to them. it's not far either, so I can probably ask. Hopefully I can just call them about it and see how much the labor will be. Cause today we got the windshield fixed, and then so we got the parts. So now so it's pretty much, so once we can get the labor done, you know what I'm saying, we can be Gucci on getting that shit done and getting it ready to fucking get back to fucking working and shit, right? That's all we can think about now, man. But like back to the other things, stage play situation was pretty much a lot of not stage play, sorry, talk show. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's pretty much a lot of it is like a lot of like self stuff, self-service, self-express, help people get themselves out, expressing themselves. There's people that weren't even used to talking, uncomfortable. I got uncomfortable. People that would never talk about certain topics, that talk about topics. Like that's how I saw it. That's how I see it. And it's been, I've been realizing a lot of what's been going on. Like not going on, but I've been realizing like what it is that I'm doing for people. And it's like at first I didn't even think about it like that. But like now I'm like realizing the truth of these things and realizing how it affects people. Hey, it's a beautiful thing, Like I just gotta keep pushing. That's what it's all about. Gotta stay optimistic about everything. You feel me? Like that's the best way to go about life. Keep you from stressing, bro. Keep you from dying early. Your body fucking up early. Your life. Physical. It's called biological timing that you can alter by mentally being less stressed every day. So, it's a big thing for me just thinking about these, just like the car thing, because it was, pretty fucked up, because the thing is, so the first thing was the job shit, then it was the car thing right after, so, because the thing is, when the job shit happened, I was stressed, of course, but I had to, let it have its course for a bit, and then after that, I was able to push on, and then after that, I was like, alright, well, I guess I have to, while I'm trying to find work, I can just, I can work, get up to, do the delivery job until then. But then he was like, then the car got hit, got fucked up, whatever. Like, fuck. This is definitely the worst time for this to happen. Like, think about it. Like, I never needed the car until now. Like this, though. Because even though I did that mailing job, I would use it, of course it would be easier, but it wasn't like I had to. But, yeah, so, now that I need it, this happens. That's how I see it. So it's pretty much like, damn, this is pretty fucked up how this is happening. But it was just, like I said, the whole thing of probably helping, but he didn't say that. So that's what happened. That was the issue. That's the miscommunication shit. Because it's like, I was like, why? I was like telling him, because we had a chance to talk about it. I was just like, you're just not communicating like how you're feeling about stuff. He's like, yeah, I learn how I am. I'm like, but I was like, but Papa, you gotta learn how I am too, and I'm like, I'm not used to getting help. I'm always used to helping others. And me getting help is weird, for me. I'm never expecting that shit, you feel me? And so, I'm not gonna be expecting you to pay or to do this or that. Cause he was talking about putting the car shit, and he was actually talking about putting in. Cause I didn't have it, and I'm sitting there like, fuck, my mindset is, oh, well, I guess I gotta wait to get the money to fix the shit. Or I gotta wait, or when he was talking about the car, I'm like, well, honestly, it's like, I can't pay for the shit, so I'm not thinking about that. I'm a grown man, you can't expect me to think like a child, oh, you gonna help me? No. Papa, you didn't raise me, nigga, usually, my grandpa and stuff, you helped me, you had influence on me, you know what I'm saying, but, my mom raised me, you feel me, it's a difference, how she raised me is different, you saying, so I'm not gonna be expecting you, these things from you, I already get enough help from you just by being in the place of rock, and the little lessons I learned from you, but I'm not used to this to be, cause I'm giving you money, you feel me, so I'm not used to you giving me something, or you clearly let me borrow or something, I'm not used to that. I'm not gonna ask for it. I didn't even tell my mom, even though whenever I did, it was very embarrassing, and it had to be an emergency. So you see, that's not how I am. You feel me? So don't expect me to be like a child, okay, help me out, dad, type of shit. I'm used to helping myself. I've been independent for so long, to where I can do that, and I'm used to doing that, so that's what I'm used to, and I don't expect it to be anything else, and so that's why. So yeah, that's like the big miscommunication, because he didn't express helping and I'm not expecting help. So I'm over here trying to fucking find work. I'm like sitting there like, well, I guess I'm just gonna fucking wait until I get the job, until I can make some money, get some money and stuff like that. That's how I was doing everything this whole time. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it, like, you know, and like when the arm passed, that was a big thing too for me. And like I said, it was the water first, but when I finally was able to like realize, like have realization to these emotions, you feel me? Like, it was heavy. But the thing is, you got to like, you can't just be regretful over these things, you feel me? You have to be accepting of them, of the losses that you have, and go from them. Like, I was sitting like I mean, there are times when I have memories, of course, that make me sad, of course, but it's not bad memories, you feel me? Like, they're great. Like, we were just driving through, me and Papa were driving to fucking Compton, and I'm like, so I'm over thinking about that shit. Like, Compton, I grew up in, like, we were always in the streets, like, all the like, area that we used to be down, you know, my homeboys used to always go through. I was thinking about all that shit, bro, and like, damn, like, that's crazy, like, so then it hits me, mom's going, like, fuck. But it wasn't bad, you feel me? And then the thing is, like, I'd be like, you know, it's a lot of stuff I learned from her. You know what I'm saying? I'm very appreciative of. And that's just how it is. Can't do nothing else about that. But yeah, me and Mookie had a long talk about Dom and everything, and me and him, and how I'm the last resort for him, and how I should, after this accident, it's looking bad, because he kind of expected to be more of a one-sided thing with the car, but honestly, well, I mean, Dom has his own AAA, it's just the insurance, I just didn't choose to have him split. I mean, what I've learned from this, and be like, because the thing is, the collision is extra, like, and I ain't got it, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him a month and be like, alright, you got it, you can just, like, you know, like, you know, next month you can split it, because I'm trying to get that extra for these, you know, if we have any more accidents, you know, like, but I'm not gonna be like fucking like cold-hearted and be like, take the fucking transportation from him. Like, Mookie wants me to fucking be selfish and be like, oh, like, fuck you, bro, like, I'm gonna take the shit from you, but that's his only fucking means of work. Like, how else can I fucking make his money? Like, he's not even doing regular shit, looking for regular shit like I am, because now I have to. Like, he's just relying on that. I mean, I know he could do better with it, because like, I gave him so many opportunities to make so much more money, but he didn't. But the thing is, I feel like how we've been doing things, like here, because like how he's been learning from Papa, and how he's been having to actually pay his rent because Papa's been on his ass about it, and me not helping him with a lot, because I'm not. Like, people would like, I'm really not. Like, I used to help him with a lot more shit than this. You know, like, the last time I helped him with something big, honestly, I haven't helped him with anything since this. Like, car accidents are different, because we split those bills. But it happened. We both use the car, so we split it. If we have an accident, we fix it. Whatever, right? But that's how it is. But the thing I'm talking about, like, just the one-sided. The last time I did that, it was when Dominic got kicked out of my mom's place, and he had to go somewhere. This is like January, yeah. Around the time I got expelled. So yeah, so what I did was I gave him money for an Airbnb, and I was hoping that he would work and, you know, pay, and just continuously pay for that shit. So I gave him enough. It was probably for a month, so it would give him enough time to work and get the money up. But he never did that. So that's on him. That's his decision. That's literally the last time I gave him money like that. I've never done anything since. Like, money-wise, fuck no. I probably bless him with this fucking, like, cheap rent shit, half rent shit that I'm paying. You know what I'm saying? We're in the same part, same room. But I mean, I'm not thinking about that shit. Mookie thinks I should think about it like that, like, always hate him for it. It doesn't matter to me, honestly. Like, I don't care. All I care about is the fact that I at least have my own fucking bed, because the thing is, like, there was a time when the movie shot, I was like, he was like, at my place anymore, and he wasn't even at, and I had a bed and he didn't. Or he was like, on the couch. But the thing is, like, now we both have a bed, and I'm used to sharing, so it's not like I should really care because I live with them like in the same room. So at least we have our own beds this time. I don't care about the rent situation. I know that he can't pay the same shit that I pay. I mean, because he worked hard enough, but he doesn't. I don't care about that. Cause all I care about is my shit. Like, that's how I have to be. You have to be about you. You can't just be sitting there worried about other people's shit like that. There's no need to be selfish about it. How the system is working now. I mean, I know there's like my new thing that I can change, like I said, with the insurance thing and shit. Like, just upgrading it and like having him, cover that. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And then we could be Gucci. Because everything else is really good. Like, we're rolling great. Like, everything is good with us. Our relationship is growing. And the thing is, Zamden has always been supportive of me, whatever I've done in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I can never just be like, oh, fuck you. Like, it doesn't make sense to do that. Like, I don't feel like it's a need to hate just because of these things. There's no point of hating at all for these. Because it's not, like I said, it's not like he's like coming off and just grab, like using me financially, because he's not. Like, he can utilize me, like, because of the car situation, because of having the car, having access to it, he is able, to make his own. I mean, like I said, I wish he did more, like he made more, but he's still doing it, and that's all I care about, honestly. Because I feel like Dom has been the best person, like his best self this year. Like, he's grown so much. I'm proud of him. Like, that's all we can do, man. Because the thing is, because of my circumstance, that's the only reason why he's able to do this. And it is what it is, but I mean, and it's like, of course, this is going to be the situation forever, but like, because of how we both are, like how our circumstances are now, that's how it is, like now. So this is just a transition for the moment. Eventually, you feel me? Like, eventually, I'm going to end up leaving out. Unless Dom gets him a consistent job, I'm trying to get me something consistent. So if we both get consistent work and we have consistent money, that's going to help. And so if we both have it, then we're both going to probably end up moving somewhere together. Of course, we'll save money. But if not, we'll see how that goes. Again, give me a time, and of course, I'm not going to fucking be at my grandparents' house all this time. We'll see how it goes. But right now, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the goal is to really at some point eventually get the fuck out. I mean, I'm not really complaining. The only issue that I had just these, like, the car shit. Because I just feel uncomfortable with, like, relying on them for money. But I know we're gonna be taking care. It's gonna be taken care of afterwards, whatever, to cover them or whatever. But I'm just like, I feel uncomfortable just doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like he has, like, I guess he just, I don't know. It's just like, I don't get it. Like, it's not like he's like overpowering me with stuff. But it was just like kind of like a weird situation happening. Just like when we was having kind of like talking to the people about them coming in for the windshield fixing. And it was like he totally. I was already on the phone telling them like why we had hosted the situation, like how to the appointment and like while we're trying to do it again, like doing it now. I had got past all that and we were already talking about the appointment. Hall gets on the phone. He makes a joke about, oh, well, can we get this today? I'm like sitting there like, I'm not gonna. I don't even ask them. Like, it made no sense to ask. It's already like 6 o'clock. Like I was surprised they even picked up. But they did. And I was like, so I mean, clearly no, but when I come in tomorrow, like they did last time, it was just the next day. The last time it was like earlier, so it was different when he asked that time. But see, now it's like we already know it's later. Like there's no point of asking it. So of course I'm gonna make a smart remark about it when I ask them. I was just like, probably 30 seconds, they're not gonna be in there. Apparently he was like pissed because I made that smart remark about it. But I mean, why did I have to ask him? Like, I don't get it. It made no sense to ask it. Like, at all. I don't care. Like, he's like, oh, it's just a figure of speech. No, fuck that, bro. I ain't no figure of speech. Priority shit. It makes it seem like it's like a priority, like you care about it more. Like, no, like we don't. We're worried about like getting these other parts in before we even cared about the windshield. That was the whole reason. But he was like, we'll get it done tomorrow. I mean, as soon as possible. Now, because we're waiting on parts. I'm like, okay. Because I thought we were gonna do it after. Like right after we got the parts, we were gonna do windshield. But he was like, he said that. So I was like, alright, whatever, cool. We'll do it. We'll make the appointment and go from there. So I'm like. So it's not like it's a priority. Like we're not over here like, oh well, we can't do nothing without that, because we still have to wait. So it doesn't matter. That's how I see it. And then I was telling him, because then he ended up getting on the phone, telling them exactly the same thing I told them about while we were waiting on the appointment, waiting to do the windshield. And so I walked off. So apparently he was pissed because I did that. And I'm just like, why should I still be over here if you're going to tell them the same thing? And then so then when it got to the appointment situation, he gives me the phone, but he was like pissed about it, like, here, smart ass. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just like it doesn't matter. Like, you could have did that shit yourself. Like, they're just gonna email me the information when it comes up. Just tell them, okay, it doesn't matter, because the time's not gonna come up. They're not gonna tell us the time yet. They're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna we're gonna do it, and then you can get the email and the text. That's all they do. That's what they did last time. Anyways, but there's no reason to be stressing out over drama. So actually, I heard what was it? I don't know, I'm trying to figure out like the name of it, but it was pretty much like a motivation speech from Kevin Hart. I like Kevin Hart. He's a good role model. I love his art. I love his work. Whatever. But I love like his hustle too. He has a show. It's called "Don't Fuck This Up," and it's like 30-minute episodes, pretty much talking about his life. And people were like, it's like pretty much like a reality, but it's about his life and the things he has going on, and other people's perspective about what he's doing. But then with the motivational speech, you talk about that too. He's just pretty much like, cause it's about positivity, right? Staying positive, like optimistic, like I'm saying. Cause the thing is, how you see it is, he's like big on being busy. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot going on. But the thing is, he sees it as, because it's like all the things he's doing is helping people, right? And the thing is, it's like you gotta keep that more, because it's like other people are saying, like, if you keep that, you gotta keep that motivation, you gotta keep the momentum flowing, going as it's here. Because the thing is, there's gonna be a time when motherfuckers don't want to do like can't write jokes no more, or he's not gonna be like in movies no more. But the thing is, like, so while he's popping, he's utilizing that basically utilizing I don't know what the fucking word. But he's utilizing the platform he has, like the fame he has right now. He's doing a lot. Like he said, he had a book, bestseller book. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, he's going to another one, and this is your life is a book. So focus on that. You feel me? Like, it's everybody's gonna have things that they're gonna do in their life that's gonna be fucking regretful, but you have to learn from it. It's lessons. That's how life is. And so the thing is, you want to have a great story. You feel me? Like, so in the beginning and the middle, that's where all that what happens, all the fuck ups. But then as you get to the end, there's that last little part, little half in the middle, going to the end. That's when shit gets great. That's how you want to have your life, right? And so that's how he sees it. He's just like, he does a lot, you know what I'm saying, to help out. You know what I'm saying? He's doing it for people, because a lot of shit he does is selfish. Like, he does a lot of selfish stuff. And the thing is, like, of course, like, I don't have, like, my service, like, I mean, I have, like, money services and stuff, like, where I'm helping. I do a lot where I'm selfless about things, and like, I do a lot, like when he was saying, like, Mookie was like pissed about like holding him down, and I'm just like, well, I mean, I'm not coming out of my pockets for this nigga like that, like I used to, so that's a great sign that whatever has been going on, the system that we have is working, and so progressive is good. That's what you want. Any speed is good as long as it's progressive, not regressive. That's what you want. So that's the best way of seeing it. There's no other way that you should see these things, and you should think about it being selfless work. Like, you have to think about what I've been doing in my life. Like, I didn't do stage plays for money. I did it because I wanted to. I had the influence, I had the money to do it, the time to do it, so I did it. That's how I saw it. And then I utilized all that stuff I did for the play, like for my talk show, to other people I've met, other people I've talked to, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I've utilized a lot of those people for the show. You feel me? Like, just getting them out there and like having them express themselves is a great thing. You feel me? Like, so you gotta realize this is like one of the things that's like a self-service. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the best way of going about your life. Like there's nothing better than doing that. Like, it's better to live your life that way than to be recounting things that people have done to fuck you up in your life or whatever, hold you or pull you back or whatever. Like, it's like, fuck it, man. Like, it's like sometimes there are things that, I do have, some, there's that once working about certain things, but there's no reason to haven't done that shit. I mean, like, it's just God keeping pushing, bro, because it's like, you can't control every week. That's just how they are. And the thing is, like, I feel like it's better off, I'm learning, like, with Don, it's like, better off to, like, not to be like, oh, like, to kind of get on his head and just, like, talk about the shit, because he's not gonna listen. But for me, like, silently doing and saying, me doing things that affect him work better. Like, I helped him with getting back into the acting field, and he's like, that was the thing that he did that inspired me to do it growing up. So I got him back into that passion, and so, like, but the thing is, like, I wasn't like, man, you need to do something. You feel me? Like, I knew what he wanted to do because I knew him. That's my brother. You feel me? Something that I know what you would want to do there. So come on, because I was, but it only works if I have influence first. Like, I have to have a good foundation. When I worked on our last labor job, I got the job because I was working it well first, and then I was able to get him on. That's what I did. So it's like, if I have good influence and a good foundation, good name, you know what I'm saying, with what I'm doing with the players, and then the director Jake, he's like, oh, like, your brother, like, they make it. So he met him, like, he met the brother, of course. So I mean, he's alright, okay, when you say, like, yeah, I'll bring him on. You feel me? Like, it's only because he's already met him because of me, but he's gotten out there because of that. Like, and then, like, he helped me, like, when I was doing my labor work. You feel me? And then he helped me with my talk show. You feel me? Like, so it's like he's been there for me, supporting me. You feel me? So there's no reason for me to be fucking like, to be like selfish and resentful about shit, like little things. Like, think everybody has their own issues with everybody. Nobody likes everybody. You feel me? There's no reason for you to like everybody. It makes no sense. You always gonna have arguments with people, so you always gonna have, like, issues, like some type of issue at some point. Nobody's gonna like everybody in your life. Like, you like yourself. Like, if you love yourself, that's all you need. You can let everything else just brush off you. Like, that's all you have to do. Like, it doesn't matter. Just do what you can. Like help out and do what you can. Like, if you got a passion, help. Like, do that, bro. Self-service is important, bro. Have good karma. That's a beautiful thing, bro. Yeah, that's how I see it, man. Thank you for listening. Namaste.
Thank you for watching the episode. Before you go, please subscribe and hit that bell so you can get notifications. Because I know you don't want me to continuously send you DMs and text messages every week. Instead, you just get notifications every time I upload an episode. Sundays, and then when I upload my midweekly rants on Wednesdays. Thank you, and have a good day.